Yo, let's spark up, man. Let me fix my mic. I know my mic sounded so terrible last stream, and I had no clue at all. It sounds a little bit better right now. I'm gonna go test it right now. 1 second. Um. Okay. Just want to make sure my TikTok's going. Is shit going? Hello, hello, hello. Is my lagging? Hello, hello, hello. Is my lagging? Am I lagging? Just make sure everything's working. Okay, okay. Whew. What a fucking weekend, man. Seems a little bit laggy. So to make sure, usually when I start up, it lags a little bit. Seems a little bit laggy. So to make sure, usually when I start up, it lags a little bit. Seems a little bit laggy. So to make sure, usually when I start up, okay. All right. What a fucking weekend. What a fucked up weekend. That's the best way to describe what happened here. What's good with y'all? I need to get my chat. That's what I'm missing. My chat's not showing up. Hold on. Where's my chat? There it is right there. So we just want the TikTok chat. I'll leave it like that. The TikTok chat. Okay. There we go. So we should all be good. Okay. I want to dive into a few topics, specifically what happened this weekend. Now, that's a lot. It's a lot. I need to like take a little deep breath before I get into all of it. Hold on. What's good, Richard? We talking about what happened last night. Um, I'm gonna start by saying, before I get into all of it, I don't want to be disrespectful in any sense. What's good, JBB? We're talking about what happened. Yeah, I want to start off by saying I don't want to be disrespectful about what happened. Just, I don't want to come off as disrespectful. I want to say my condolences to the loved ones of the people that were lost, and I'm saying this with the utmost respect in a way where I can just break down what happened um, in a respectful way, in a respectful manner. I've seen a lot. What's good, G? What's up? I've seen a lot of disrespect online in terms of the content being made, and I don't want to fall into that group, but I also at the same time want to talk about what happened without falling into that group. I went into my high school. Oh, for real? Wait, how old are you, bro? Were you in my year or no? You feel me? Yo, like up, share up the live. Yeah, I gotta be serious. You feel me? Obviously, usually I'm just joking around and shit. I just be chilling usually, but it is a little bit. Oh, yo, it is a little bit serious. So I don't. I'm not trying to come off in any type of way that I'm disrespecting anyone. What's good? Actually, need to watch a new video. What's your new video, bro? Um, sorry, y'all like up, share up the live. Can you just say again? So I'm interacting with chat. God damn. Okay. Yeah. I also want to get banned again. I'm gonna say in the most PG way. Both the events I went to last night got pew-pewed, like mass pew-pewed, basically. Is what happened. That's what happened, and that was obviously Salsa in St. Clair, and that was also, if y'all know, if y'all from Toronto, Rebel nightclub right outside of Rebel got pew-pewed, is what happened. Um, it's fucked up. I won't lie. Personally, I'm just gonna say my thoughts quickly. I don't feel safe in Toronto no more. I'm not sure if y'all go out in Toronto. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where y'all are from. I do not feel safe in Toronto anymore. The same shit happened in Afrofest last year. A kid, not pew pew, but a kid got cut. That's it though. You were gonna say something crazy. I mean, people. Yeah, I mean that's not crazy to you. I don't know what's crazy. I don't know what life you live, bro. Sometimes I need to stop reading chat because people be rage baiting me, and I always fall for it. I'm gonna say something crazy. People fucking. I don't. The issue with TikTok is I'm so afraid to talk because they ban me for everything I say. They ban me for everything I say, and even what I don't say, I get banned for. So I have to be so specific with TikTok. Let me continue my point. Y'all be trolling me, and I always fall for it. Yeah, Toronto is not safe no more. I damn near turn my shut up. Toronto is not safe no more, and the same shit happened with Afrofest last year with that kid that unfortunately passed away. This shit keeps getting worse and worse every year. And now Salsa in St. Clair isn't safe. And I won't lie. My cousin made a point that there was no Afrofest this year, on the same weekend as Salsa in St. Clair, and that crowd from Afrofest was probably at Salsa in St. Clair. You was at it? Were you there when it happened or no? Are you still trolling me? But yeah, overall, bro, I don't know about y'all. I don't feel safe. And I was saying in my TikTok too, I would recommend we don't go to these free events no more. Excuse me. I'd recommend we don't go to these free events. I seen you scream like a princess. All right. The rage rate's already started, bro. Y'all troll at every fuck. I need to stop. I hate that. I hate that y'all be rage baiting me, and I actually fall for it. I don't even lie. I dead fall for it. I dead fall for it. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. This shit's getting scary. I'm not gonna lie. This shit's getting very scary. And personally, I just wouldn't go to any of those free events anymore. I don't think I'm going to Caravana either anymore. I think there's just too much. There's too much bad energy right now around the city, and it's not something that I want to participate in. It's not something that you can really be having fun at anymore. You can't go to those events, Caravana. You can't go drink, have a good time because in the back of your head, you're like, some shit could go down at any moment. That dude at Salsa and St. Clair, he had a switch. That was an automatic. He was spraying. You can. There will be no time for you to react to shit like this. There will be like it'll just happen, and in the blink of a fucking eye, your entire life is over or changed because of that event. There are people in the hospital. It's a really a serious topic. You feel me? And yeah, I don't feel safe personally. I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. It's not safe in Toronto right now, and I'd recommend just not go to those events. I wouldn't go to Caravana. I think the Afrofest is happening later. Y'all would be damned. Let me move like away from my mouth. Sorry. Y'all will be damned if you ever see me go to Afrofest again. If y'all are going to Afrofest this summer, you're tripping. Like you gotta be smarter. I mean, at the same time though, I get it. Like it's for some people go for content. People go to have a good time. The events are affordable. They're free. You know, anyone can go, and that's a positive. But it's also a negative. Sometimes the event costing some money, it keeps the wrong crowd out of the event. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes the event costing money is keeping those characters out of the event. And it is what it is. I'm not advocating for super expensive events, but I do acknowledge that the free ones specifically, yeah. You feel me? The free ones is the ones that really, those characters are there. You know what I mean? They are there. But I want to go look through what happened. To be honest, I want to go look through what happened with Nathan. Look through what happened, and the facts about what happened. So let's go see some. This is a video. Let's go look at some videos and see. Okay. Watch this video.
This appears to be the epicenter of this shooting Saturday night at the Salsa on St. Clair, and you see the aftermath.
You all know, so the event was canceled today. Salsa on St. Clair is usually on Saturday and Sunday. The event was canceled today because of the shooting, rightfully so. You know, obviously, I was not going to go regardless after that happening, but I was, chat, I was literally, okay, Salsa on St. Clair, I was supposed to go to, but we were late. And then for the Rebel thing, we were literally supposed to go, but my cousin was running late because of his work. He had to stay later for work. And we were like, honestly, fuck it. Like, we're going to be too late anyway. Let's not go. We would have been there at the time this shit happened. So it's God. And again, I'm not trying to be insensitive because I also realize people passed away from that. So that's not me being like, oh, yeah, like, I'm acknowledging that at the same time. But from my perspective, I'm like, thank God, I got saved, literally. I got saved. And then Rebel, I came off a boat party in Polson. Polson Pier, that's where, if y'all know, that's where Rebel is, that's where Cabana is. It's good, Alexi. That's where Rebel is, that's where Cabana is. And I went off the boat party. Oh my God, they suspended my gift. Okay, you know what? I can't even. I didn't even do anything, TikTok. I didn't even do anything. Is it because I'm showing this video?
Okay, we've got homicide investigators. We've got forensics investigators still on scene trying to piece together exactly what happened here. The street.
Well, let me finish my story though. Yeah. I was right outside of Rebel, and me and my cousin were like, oh, this R&B party looks good as fuck. This R&B party looks lit. We were about to go. We were right on the line. I was like, should we line up? And I was telling my cousin, I was like, honestly, like, it's just too long of a wait, to be honest. I just don't want to line up for real. It's just too long of a wait. I don't want to line up. It's going to take too long. Let's just go. And we left. And then I wake up the next morning, and the shit got pewed up. What is going on? Are we in a war zone? What is going on? Y'all, the story was this guy he was pewing people. He went up to an Uber or a Lyft, stole the Uber with passengers in the Uber. And he started driving and hitting people with his car in the Uber while he's with passengers in the back. This shit is crazy. It's some shit that people do in GTA. This is insane. It's literally insane. Like, my God, bro. This is fucking insane.
Littered with yellow evidence markers here.
And I have to say again, thank God. I won't lie. I didn't go because I thought there was going to be some shit that happened. I didn't go because I had like a bad feeling about it. I was like, the line's just too long. I'm like, let's just leave. And thank God we left. Because you never know what could happen. Y'all, we have to be careful at this point. You have to be very careful.
Just a massive amount of evidence for these investigators to look at. Here is what we know. The shots rang out at around 8 o'clock last night. This festival was packed. Police estimate that there were around 13,000 people here in some areas, shoulder to shoulder, watching shows and taking in some of the food here at the festival. We're told that at least 2 people were shot and killed. 4 others suffered gunshot wounds in this shooting. We're told that 1 other person was seriously injured but did not suffer a gunshot wound. Police are still looking for suspects at this point. It's not.
You have to understand, y'all, they were shooting into a crowd of 13,000 people, or however, I think that's the amount that's in Salsa and St. Clair. You're shooting into a crowd that big. It was an exchange between, it was not an active shooter. It was an exchange between 2 different shooters. And they're shooting into a crowd of 13,000 people. This shit is fucking crazy. Toronto has become a war zone. I wouldn't recommend going to these events. I know they're free. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend Caravana. Because it's sad to say, I don't want to jinx anything or put that energy out there, but it's almost just like you know something's going to happen. And you're really just praying that it doesn't happen to you. And that's a kind of a pretty fucked up feeling to have for these events.
Not clear how this started. We don't know if the victims were involved in the shooting in any way, or if they were just innocent bystanders, and police say they do not know how this started.
So it's very difficult to say with certainty what precipitated this. I can tell you that there was an exchange of gunfire between individuals and that 2 firearms were recovered. But as I said, investigators are piecing it all together. This was a very chaotic scene. I think we had something in the neighborhood of 13,000 people participating in this festival, so it's crowded. I mean, just the brazen, despicable quality of this exchange here, the amount of danger to the members of the public, as the mayor commented, is just so unacceptable.
You could imagine the mass chaos here when those shots rang out. Witnesses here tell us at first they weren't sure what they were hearing. Some people reporting that it sounded like fireworks. And then when people did realize what was happening.
I want to say too, I was on my friend too. When I was in Miami, Miami felt safer than Toronto. Miami felt safer than Toronto. And a big part of it is the police presence. We need a way bigger police presence at these events. We need a way bigger police presence to the point where these people don't even feel like they could possibly get away with doing anything if they tried it. And the next issue is a big part of it is it's kids doing it, and it's a tough predicament because these kids, they get, when they commit a crime and they're minor, they get out of jail for it. They're going to get bailed out. They're going to get maybe a very minuscule, they're going to be in juvie. They're not actually going to go to jail. And that's, again, it's a tough topic to go into, but they're taking advantage of that fact is all I'm going to say. They're taking advantage of that. Which is crazy. Which is fucking crazy.
People fled the scene, and you can see in the aftermath here, we've got, by some of these evidence markers, flip-flops. It looks like people may have just run right out of their shoes as they were trying to flee this scene. We were able to talk to some of the witnesses who were here at the festival Saturday night.
Basically what we saw was we heard a whole bunch of people like just screaming and pushing. We saw the police running that way, and then as soon as we heard that, we go over there and all we know is that it was not a small gun, it was a very big gun. Basically we just heard a lot of people screaming like, oh my god, he got shot in his face. And then we go to rush to see what happened, and then all we saw was like a whole bunch of like paramedics and police just like trying to give him CPR.
This was supposed to be a weekend-long festival, but we've now learned that today's festivities have been completely canceled as this investigation here continues. And of course, a big part of this investigation will be any video from the scene. And I'm not just talking about people who may have recorded on their phones. There are several surveillance cameras at the businesses around this crime scene, and police will obviously be going to those businesses to get that footage as they try to piece together what happened here on Saturday night. Greg Ross, CBC News, Toronto.
This shit's just fucked up, bro.
After 2 men were killed and several others injured in an exchange of gunfire during Salsa on St. Clair. CP24's Andrew Brennan is live on the scene and joins us with the very latest details. Andrew, I know police tape is still up behind you, and this investigation is just beginning.
Yeah, we actually heard from the Chief Myron Demke not long ago in a statement saying that all resources possible will be devoted to this incident and trying to bring closure and also a semblance and sense of justice following the violence that occurred here on St. Clair. We're at the corner of Arlington right now, and the gunshots that rang out, they were right there, Arda. There's also 3 different crime scenes that police have taped up here. We heard from people, for instance, a woman who was looking from her window in the back alley, seeing someone yelling for help and then passing out in the alleyway beside her house, and then seeing CPR performed on them. We talked to people that saw someone who ultimately it appears to have been one of the 2 men who lost their lives, who were essentially dying in the street, having people try to perform CPR
That's
on them
so fucked up, bro.
And it seems in this case particularly to no avail. Let's not forget we have about a half dozen people that were injured in this carnage as well. And over the course of these last 72 hours, we've seen about a dozen people either shot and killed or maimed in different incidents around the city. It's left a lot of people feeling quite fearful and scared and confused as to how this can happen. And sometimes, in some cases, their own backyard. In other cases, the places that they go with their family. We, like I said, have been hearing from a lot of different people with a lot of different vantage points to what was a chaotic and bloody scene on St. Clair. Here's some of those people.
But it just literally sounded like backfiring. And then I kept watering. I'm just like, everyone's having a good time. And the next thing I know, these 2 lovely ladies are begging to come in and for help. And then when we looked back at our ring footage, it was shocking. You know, that the car it wasn't backfiring, it was gunshots. And we're pretty sure they were shooting down Tyrell.
So it was out of a car?
Running, and he said, help me, somebody help me. And then when I look on my window in the backyard, he passed out and lying down, face up. And then some police or paramedic trying to revive him. And I don't
That's
know.
fucking crazy.
And he didn't come up. After that, when the ambulance comes, they're still reviving him.
CPR?
Oh yeah, CPR, still.
And you didn't know that there'd been a shooting. You found out from your husband, not here.
Not here. He heard the news.
And where is your husband?
In Singapore.
This is fucking crazy, man. This is fucking crazy, man.
Arda, when I shared that clip of that woman the first time, it just dawned on me how fast bad news, but all news when it's important, travels so quickly. To have a half a world away, your husband tell you from there to not go outside of your home here. Now, as you can see behind us right now, it is scarily tranquil right now on St. Clair. There's barely a person in the street. Well, the only people that are forensics and police that are still doing that work following, as police describe this, an exchange of gunfire. They talk about it in terms such as those saying that they're still looking for suspects, but we're not sure exactly how many. There's a lot of questions still needing to be answered right now, and a lot of people that want to know what exactly happened, even when they were right in front of it, just to know how this went down and why. But right now, with all those questions still to be answered, we will do what we can to bring the information that we have for viewers and people in our city to them when we can. But right now, we'll send it back to you from St. Clair.
The investigation.
Yeah, just a super scary scene overall, and I really got to figure out just the correct way to maneuver it in Toronto, or if I even want to go out in Toronto as often. It sucks because Toronto could have been like we're so close to having like amazing summers, and then like one or two events happens, and it just ruins everything. And I try to like ignore all the negativity, and there's a lot of negativity coming from creators, people in Toronto about the city, the culture, because we really do have a great city, especially in the summertime. But I mean, when shit like this happens, you really can't ignore it. You know, like this one I can't ignore. People are overly pretty pessimistic in Toronto about things that don't really matter. But this obviously matters. This is something that people lost their lives, and it just ruins, like that's families, affected, and you can't forget about that. And then for the people, next time you go out, you're gonna remember that at any point a car could drive by, a person could pull out something, and that could be you. It could be you. End of the day, that's the reality. Three different, I can't say the word, but three different events of that happening in one weekend. Three. You got one for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's insane. Now I want to talk about this Polson one. We were supposed to go to this fucking party, bro. So, I mean, this is crazy. This one is crazy. Is there actually a video explaining it?
Night around 3 a.m. This by the waterfront. Well, speaking of safety in the city, this one not
another
around the
one
8 o'clock hour, but overnight around 3 a.m. This by the waterfront. 3 people recovering after being shot there. This is the scene at Polson and Cherry Streets again around 3:30 in the morning. Police respond to a call for shots fired. 3 people shot. All the injuries are described as non-life-threatening. 5 people have been arrested, though. No word on formal charges yet. Officers appealing for witnesses or anyone has any information to come forward.
Yeah, so I believe that I think CTV has all of the details here. Oh, oopsies. Okay.
There. Well, speaking of safety in the city, this one not happening around the 8 o'clock hour, but over.
Maybe where did I just put it? All of a sudden, I can't use the fucking computer. Okay, there we go. God damn, what's good, Shay? Yeah. So, what I have here is that not only did we have Salsa and St. Clair, another event got pew-pewed right after, and this one happened at 3 a.m. This was right after I got outside of the boat party. Me and my cousin saw there was a R&B party at Rebel. If you all know Polson, that's where Cabana is, that's where Rebel is, that's where the boat parties are, where the boats dock. And we got to the boat party and we saw the R&B after party that was happening. And we were supposed to go, actually. We wanted to go. We ended up leaving. So right after it closes, Rebel closes at 3 a.m. Right after it closed, there was a 911 report saying there was gunfire at Polson and Cherry. And there was a shooter that stole a rideshare vehicle, so either an Uber or a Lyft, so stole a rideshare car with the passengers still inside, flees and hits pedestrians with the vehicle. What the fuck is happening? And it says, yeah, with 3 people down, 2 with gunshot wounds, and 1 hit by a car. The accuser was also shot. And there's 1 arrest made so far. Like, what is going on? What the fuck is going on? This is crazy. This is fucking insane. I keep saying the same thing, but I don't have any other words for what's happening. And yeah, you can see I got arrested here. And yeah, it was not 5 arrested. I was incorrect. Yeah. Not a great weekend at all for Toronto. It is a pretty sad topic, so I don't want to, stay too much on it. However, yeah, so that's pretty much all the details. Those are the details, right? Those are the details of what happened. And again, I'm not being insensitive, but I do gotta thank God. Because again, I was supposed to be at Salsa at that time. But thank God my cousin was late to that event. Or late because he was working longer than expected. And thank God I didn't go to the R&B event. Because I know I would have been outside there right after the club closed also. And thank God the line was a little bit too long. And I was like, yo, let's just go. And we went. We just left. And that happened. Again, I'm trying to be respectful because, again, people lost their lives. But I just have to, I'm scared. You know what I mean? I have to be grateful. I express gratitude because, yeah, what happened is just fucked up, man. There's a few videos I wanted to look at, so see this girl's story of what she said happened. Can we get audio? This is a creator I see also.
Clair and I watched some of these events play out right in front of my eyes. 2 people were killed and 5 were injured. Before I address anything else, I just want to say rest in peace to the families affected, and I'm wishing those who were injured a very speedy recovery. Last night when I arrived at the festival, I walked through a crowd and saw cops running to somewhere. And then I saw a bunch of people in a circle and they were filming, and I'm a content creator, so I assumed there was some sort of performance. Because I went in the morning and people were doing performances in like a circle, so I thought that's what it was. I put up my phone to film and then I didn't see anything, so I asked someone beside me what was going on. To which he looked at me and replied, "Oh, someone's dead over there." I took a look around me to see hundreds of people laughing and recording.
You see, people are just like desensitized to what's going on. Like, someone's dead. Someone's just casual, yeah. Someone's just dying.
I had to keep walking because I was there to find my friend and now I'm incredibly worried for her. But I found her and we ended up going into the crowd where there was music. At some point we were trying to look for our other friend, but we could not cross over because the whole area was yellow taped. It was a huge scene, people doing CPR, ambulances, the whole 9 yards, people being put onto stretchers. I was incredibly concerned. My friend and I went right into the crowd and for some reason my intuition was screaming at me to get the fuck out of there.
Y'all, trust your intuition. Me and my cousin were just talking about this. We were supposed to be there. But thank God the way shit worked out. We just didn't go. And I was telling my cousin, I was like, I'm going to go early. I'm going to go there, whatever. I'm just going to go by myself and film some content. But, obviously, I'm just not feeling it. I don't know why, I'm just not feeling it. I didn't even think anything was going to happen. I was just like, I'm just not feeling it. I just feel, my body just feels tired today. I'm just going to chill. I'll go a little bit later. And then we ended up being late. And then we ended up not going. Thank God. And the same thing to both events I was supposed to go to. The same, bro, both events in less than 12 hours, in less than 8 hours of each other got pewed up. That shit is fucking insane. Trust your intuition. Trust your body. Like, sometimes we're very instinctual creatures. Trust that shit. Trust that shit.
Go on the street there, maybe by the ledge, so if we have to run, we can run. I didn't even make it to the street when I heard shots go off and saw everyone dispersing. Now, I was involved in the Raptor shooting in 2019, so I already knew where this was about to go. People started running, and when I started running, it was already too late. People were trampling, jumping. I was literally jumped on, fell to the. This is a Latin event. Displaying around us machines because they were trying to find this came from, by the way, because people were being mauled. My mother called me, who passed away. And then I opened my timeline to see content creators, some of which I respect, making their content. I'm gonna talk to you guys now. If you took your phone out to film Batman or to film people running in horror, fuck you. 2 people didn't get to come home. 5 people are in the hospital. Hundreds of thousands of people are traumatized after having to run for their lives, and you guys care about the fucking content and getting it out on time. I am a content creator who makes content about Toronto events. Some of you may have came because of my video. And I understand that typically you're supposed to post things while the topic is relevant. But as you guys are posting this man's lifeless body, his family doesn't even know he's passed away yet. What if his best friend had to scroll through his timeline?
We are getting very... First of all, we've lost the plot, and people are getting very desensitized to things, I feel like. Because if your first instinct is, let me get some views, when someone is laying there and has passed away, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You're adding on to the fuel. I've seen people making jokes about the kid that passed away in Afrofest last year, posting on their story. Some of y'all are just evil. Straight up, some of y'all are just evil, and then I think some of y'all are just desensitized. But you can't be doing that. It's adding on to the shit. It's adding on. It's adding on to what's going on. And to the people that want to just wreak havoc and just have chaos. It's adding on to it. Those jokes, the recording, the filming of people that are losing their life. It's adding on to it. You're a part of the problem. You're a part of the problem. Yeah, looking through some content creators that I saw. Let's see this. Oh, this guy's still there. I don't know if this is commitment or just like not smart. He's still there. After the shooting,
bro. They really got Salsa on St. Clair, bro. This is crazy. Because what do you mean? We pulled up for like 1 hour and someone already got shot to death? Like, we can't have nothing nice in Toronto, bro. Everyone's trying to come out and have a good time and stuff. And people are just...
Bro, are y'all really just chilling? Yo, what? I'm gone. If I'm gone, y'all are just vibing?
The functions, bro. This is ridiculous, bro. RIP to the dude. Honestly, Toronto, we need to do better as a city, bro. This is outrageous, bro. Yo.
I mean, shit. I don't have, I mean, yeah. I don't know how y'all are just there, just vibing. I mean, there's a lot of people, too, that's still chilling in the crowd. But yeah, this shit is fucking crazy.
They got Salsa on St. Clair, bro. They really got Salsa on St. Clair, bro. This is crazy. Because what do you mean? We pulled up for like 1 hour and someone already got shot to death? Like, we can't have nothing nice in Toronto, bro. Everyone's...
Wait, I think the girl from last video was talking about this nigga. I think she was talking about this dude. My bad. I should be laughing, but I just realized that she's quoting what he said. I think people are just desensitized, to be honest, and that's a part of the trauma too. When things are just getting pew-pewed up and stuff, and it happens every time, and you know it's gonna happen, people get desensitized to shit like this. Which is why he's gonna be making this video like, it should happen again. It happened again. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it be. That's really how it is. This is crazy, though. This is fucking crazy.
Everyone's trying to come out and have a good...
Yeah. say as rebel. Holy. I'm being very quick as it is late. So, listen, we're going to end it off in a higher note because, man, super sad. We got to think of a solution. I'm afraid to even speak on it. I'm not trying to get blicked up next. I'm about to lie. I ain't trying to get, you feel me? I'll just be afraid to even speak on shit. Let's go into something more positive. Kai finally hit back. You feel me? Kai dropped his family matters. You feel me? He's tired of all the disrespect on Streamer University. He dropped the diss track. Let's see if it's actually good.
Y'all have 48 hours, bro, to delete every single diss of Shimmy You, or I'm going to be forced to take myself to the studio.
He said that? Let's go, Baby Trap.
No, I ain't wanna do this, but them boys stay looking for clips. Why the fuck my name stay on their temple? I can tell I've been running this shit. Who a cowboy, not no grits, nigga open his mouth and it smell like piss. So many outlets go down the list, funny mic.
Yo, is Rakai's breath dead as that bad for real? Yo, Rakai, bro, just brush your fucking teeth, nigga.
What the fuck is a mic? Only mic that I know for the stream. Catch me on mic, I'ma beat him like Ike. So in Stacy, I'm sliding a ring. Pick a side, don't come in between. Me and my bro like Jordan and Scotty. Why niggas wanna talk about Marty? Don't dab me, I'm on everyone's body, bitch. I put the V in the vet. Get him going, all it take is a check. Call me Johnny, put them to the test. Rakai butt niggas stay with your chest. Biggie BK, Shimmy, you got him vexed. We vat boost, got him gasping for breath. Cooking these boys, I'm not even a shot. They banging this G shit, making me deaf. Bow. I'm big dog, niggas poodle. Ray wanna diss me, go eat a noodle. Beat him to death, straight through niggas brutal. If he don't want, I'm throwing quadruple. Word, funny Mike chat, he 30. Rakai wanna jump, he 30. And the times I be overly sturdy. You not accepted cause you not worthy. And they still wanna talk on my hamster.
Damn, he said you ain't worthy, bro. Personally, I would never take that disrespect in my life. Personally, I would never, ever in my life take that disrespect. Ever.
Nigga, what? Fuck that bitch. Big and catch fire, put them in camera. I'm saying now I got breath for the blitz. And the party don't step in my kicks. Don't gotta pop it or say that I'm rich. Brokey boy telling me stop it. I could just go pop it and have all they hoes on my dick. Damn, and I ain't forget through the garbage. He lost India doing some nonsense. Looking for love, nigga. This ain't Love Island. Shimmy, you got that boy feeling nauseous. I be joking, but no, I don't play though. Got a bad bitch, she gon' do what I say though. Chill in the crib, I be running up pesos. Last nigga diss me, he got a halo, bitch.
Oh, shit. He brought up your son. Ambala, personally, based off, like, myself, like, me, myself, and I, like, personally, I would never take that amount of disrespect. Look how he's looking at you right now, DDG and Funny Mike. I would never allow this in my life. I would never take this disrespect. What's good, Ty? I would never, ever take this disrespect. Ever. Okay? I'm just saying. Type shit, I'm just saying. That's all. What's good, Alex? I think that's all. All right. So, who had the best diss track? What was the best diss track out of all these diss tracks that were dropped? The end of Funny Mike? Wait, hold on. Did DDG drop a diss track? fuck?
God damn it. I see.
Wait, where is this? It's like his warehouse or some shit?
Glass broke. I think this lit. Pull in front of this with the glass broke. And let me get the back.
You broke the glass? Why is this nigga goofy ass nigga running like that? Oh, you finna break? Oh, fuck no.
It look like I'm hitting it right now.
Yo, I hate that this nigga is actually funny as fuck. This nigga.
Oh, this way. Take a picture over here. Just take it while I'm hitting it. Huh?
That's a hella.
All right, bet.
That shit so typical. Mike out the country already, that shit pitiful. Come on, nigga, going heel first. I was boxing when I was 13, but they still work. Niggas tryna say they moved on, but they still hurt. Blocked on the ground, we know damn well you still lurk, okay? They should've left me alone, huh? Me and Reggie only squash beef cause he rolled up. We ain't seen Clarence in my seat since like hold up. I told that boy that I'll feel for free and they hold us, okay? Fuck wardrobe, nigga named after closets. I only watch with Kai String whenever he lick Rihanna. I see AB wanna box me, I'ma do him like Madonna. I've been that nigga for 10 years, I guess I gotta remind him. Yeah, I ain't done yet. Whatever ring made last month, that's what my son get.
Oh, fuck, man. These niggas is funny. I won't even lie. These niggas is funny as fuck. That's his warehouse. Oscar-worthy stream. Every time DDG checks his phone, he's still looking for the alumni email. That's funny. Damn. Yo, I feel like this diss track was the best one. Like, what? Bro, show me his diss track. This is the first one too, right? Oh no, Funny Mike's was the first one. Baby, you baby, my baby, baby, you baby. Hey, hey.
Smoking on live, I'm rolling up. I smell my grip right now, I'm throwing up. If I get the address to that school, I'm showing up. If I see a clip and I ain't in it, I'm scrolling up. That shit is not gonna be lit without me. Let me cook with Kai and
Oh,
show
shit.
how to beef. How did my bro make it in, but not me? He not even funny, that nigga just eat. All of these new niggas cannot compete. DDG 101 the MVP. DDG 101 the MVP. SU, baby. Call my phone to come to SU, baby. Single father gotta feed my baby. MVP last year went crazy. Can I come back as
You, baby.
Why is Ron there? He average like 80. You know damn well I don't need lazy. Where the cats I only see face.
Where's the odds I see this shit?
Tired of all of y'all telling me funny might carry. Nigga, you know that I carry. Waiting on Kyle to pick move to come back to campus. He ain't pick nothing but dairy. Are you my ball? None of them answer my calls. Coco be doing me wrong. Waited so long. How the fuck I'm not involved? But all my girls is involved. Handing out stimulus packets as if she a 10. Did it again and again. I like to see women win. How many times did I look out for all of my friends? Acting like niggas is cool and not getting in, but all of that shit is pretend. Damn, that party I thought it was bad, but Kyle won't do it again. Damn, too funny might come on his ass if he just my brother again. Damn, they don't want me coming to class cause I'm taking viewers again.